Thanks, Joel. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks, Dan Sensick. Second quarter underway. Matty Fodia.
Here they go again. So Tabernar and Wood this time. Tabernar wins the tap, and it's taken well there by the Blues player coming through the middle. Then it looked like Luxo, and he kicks it long inside forward 50s. Ferns and Savage, who looks to be starting forward this quarter, do battle, and Sheriff is locked up there by Savage as well.
Well, it seems to be the scoring in that
downhill.
Downhill, doesn't it?
So the go up against Savage does battle with Wood, and his tap. He collects his own footy, gets it down, it's out wide to Walker. Ben Walker has a shot at goal and he misses to the right-hand side. So they started fast last quarter with a goal and they start fast this quarter with a behind the Blues. They are 3-5-23. No trouble by 8 points now.
That's what that would be what Bryce McGain would want them to. He want them to take the game on, especially going downhill, try and kick a few goals in this quarter.
So Ferns goes out towards the benches with a long left boot and flying over the back. It looks like Abuzazi, the Viking, is wearing number 60 now.
Yes.
After that tear across the chest.
Viking.
He would have enjoyed it. So it'll be a throw in on left half back for the Jets in front of their faithful. It's a great day out here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Bathed in sunshine. The surface magnificent. Young's taken with that footy, but no for a kick. Got a handball off to Rourke, who came running through, but that high up and under could be dangerous. Stevens does well and wins the battle there against McLean. It goes out towards right half forward. It's picked up there nicely by their McKinley for the Blues. He gave it off to Malloy, chipped it down the line and found its target. And they go again inside 50, looking for Evans, but well done by Dylan Ferns, who's a pillar in defence for the Jets. And he'll take time to just reset and look down the line. He goes short and finds a target there in Ryan Burley, who's impressed. The grasshopper, and he goes long. It's a very long kick down the line up the hill. So it runs onto it, now running onto his Odomat. He's on his opposite side, so he just goes to the check side with the left boot towards Conyers, who's done well there was Billy Hughes, forced his player under the footy. And then the Blues switch here with a lot more conviction, Brash, as they find Tabernar, who's going to run Dale Day by looks of it. He's pressured by Colombo. He got the handball over the top there to Playstead, who's tackled by Colombo as well. And the umpire says, I'll have the footy. That was a much better switch from the Blues.
Don't have a lot of height in their forward line there, Waverley Blues. They need to run the ball in instead of bombing it.
So the umpire throws it up now. Ball hits the deck, charging his way through. There was Gill on the right boot up towards the half-forward line, looking for Sharp. He wasn't in the front spot. Chopped off nicely there by Cassini. Handball backwards, put his teammate under a fair bit of pressure, but get a second go at it up towards the wing position. Justin stays inside the line. I was over at the Waverley Blues huddle, gentlemen, at quarter time. It was very positive as well. Bryce McGain out there, man. Very happy with the pressure. He just wanted the forwards in this second term to create some space. Be creative when they've got the football, but when Heathmont do, be accountable. Attack, attack, attack was the message as the ball's been thrown in and brought to ground is Cassini, and we'll have another bounce. True centre wing position out here at H.E. Parker Reserve. Barry Cotts has all the scores around the grounds in the score centre.
Yes, to Division 1, ball and 4-6-30 to East Ringwood, 1 behind 1 point. Rowville 3-4-22 to Montrose 2-5-17, and Doncaster 4-3-27 to Knox 1-4-10.
So it's across the centre half forward line now for the Waverley Blues. Sindri got the handball away, and now the Jets could get a bit of a switch here up towards the half forward line. A scrappy looking kick. The first player to meet it will be Odomat. He had Coughlin right on his hammer. Paint beats all players, and we'll have a boundary throw in. It's 31-23, Wayne Brasher.
He had a lot of time there, and it was a very poor disposal into that forward 50 for Leo Odomat. Gave him no chance.
So it'll be tossed in again. Tabernar and McIntosh, is it? No, Wood. And he wins the tap down as well. He's a big man. But first to it is Malloy, who does well, steps in and out of a couple of would-be tacklers and wins his handball towards the boundary line, and it's escorted somewhat deliberately by the Blues defenders, but they've disguised it well enough. So it'll be another boundary throwing right in front of the Priceline Pharmacy sign there, Ben. So
still got your umbrella?
Yeah, I've got it in the car if you want it, in case it rained today. Tossed in. They do battle again. Good tap down by Robert Wood. He's been very good today. It's one-do on the ground level by Michael Robinson, who swings onto that left boot and hits it up towards the wing where all those small Waverley Blues forwards fly, and they couldn't bring it to any sort of success, so they'll just knock it over the boundary line, and we'll have another boundary throw in on centre wing now. So a bit of territory gain there by that left boot of Michael Robinson.
Yeah, I think if Waverley Blues, as I said earlier, if they need to keep the ball moving like they did in that opening 10 minutes, because if they're going to try and go one-on-one for height, they're going to get beaten.
Tabernar one on the ground this time, got the handball inboard, and they're moving it beautifully. And it looks like the kick in there by Smith is going to find its target. It's a great mark. Great mark by Billy Evans, who's doing well as that second tall down there for the Blues. There's no one in the goal square. Turner's making his way back, as is Savage.
I think he's got to back himself here.
All right, Ben, what do you think here, BWS? He's going to kick from inside the centre square.
Well, I reckon
He's going the barrel. No, it's a drop punt. It looks good. It's got the accuracy. Is it there? Is it there? It's there. Shepherd on the line by Paul Savage. You did get it away before he kicked it. I'll give you that one. That is a great long bomb from inside the centre square there from Billy Evans. That's Waverley Blues 4th. They are 4-5-29. They just trail Heathmont by just the 2 points. 6 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Barry Cott's in the score centre.
Yeah, to Division 2, Doncaster East 4-3-27 to Upper Finchley Gully 2-1-13, and Lilydale 5-3-33 to Park Orchards 1-2-8.
Oh, well, it's an upset, Dan.
The underdogs winning that one at the LSO.
Well, I tipped Lilydale.
Oh, so did I, Brad. So did Dan. He tipped an upset.
31 plays 29. All signs point to an absolute cracker again on EFL game day. We've hit a good game every single week thus far, Shooter, as it comes out towards the wing position, knocking it back. The Heathmont Jets, they do have the numbers now. It's still across that centre-half back area. Young copped one high. Was it Young? I don't think it was Young. I think it was Honey, actually, as he switches it across. That was sweet. Up towards the wing position now. The Jets go. They've got it's a 2-on-1 situation. Can they raffle it? No, they can't, because Price just read the ball beautifully on the right boot, kicked it up towards the half-forward line and needs to bounce favourably. It beat all players in the end. Hawkins was in there, goes after it, get a handball away. It was stolen in there by McIntosh. He was dispossessed. Nicely done there by Twycross. Oh, Stacks on the middle. The umpire's going to come in and bounce this one.
He's been...
there's so many wrong and bounces in there. Nothing worked for anyone.
He's been very good, Jake Twycross, for Waverley Blues. He's been really putting his body on the line here.
Taberner over the top there. Got the knockdown, and the Blues can go forward. The kick goes towards the top of the goal square. Heathmont look to have the numbers. Walker was in there just to mop it up. Nice little handball over the top there by Cassini. He spotted up his teammate there in Jono Knudsen, who had the skills to spot up his mate in Dylan Ferns, who they're just going to slow things down now, the Jets in the back pocket.
You can see the Jets want to take ownership of the corridor, but they can't. Waverley Blues are pushing them wide at every occasion.
Alistair Knudsen goes out, but the kick didn't hit the target. Now it's in the arms of Turner. He's going to unwind, kick it towards the forward pocket, looking for and finding his teammate Paul Savage. He kicked a goal in the first term from a lot further out. Strong jukes, and he's just taking his time. There's no way he's going to palm this one off. He'll go back and have a chance to put the Waverley Blues back in front. They held the lead. They kicked the first goal and they kicked the first point. They had a 7-point lead early in the first term, and then Heathmont went bang. But now it'll be Savage. 8 minutes tick over. Comes in. Distance isn't a problem, and the goal umpire did not move. That is the second goal to Paul Savage, and the Waverley Blues hit the front out here at H.E. Parker Reserve in Division 3 game of the day, and it's a 4-point lead to the Blues, 35-31.
Good reward for effort here by Waverley Blues from about the 20-minute mark in the first quarter. They've really taken back arrested control, BWS.
Barry Cott's around the grounds with the score centre.
Yes, Division 1, North Ringwood 4-5-29 is leading Noble Park 2-4-16.
Mr. Fix-It there, Paul Savage with 2. Started the game in the middle. Now he's gone forward. Taberner wins the tap, and it goes straight in the hands of Billy Evans, who just bursts out of the centre corridor, handballed instead of kicking. He found its target and placed it, but it's probably worked out all right for Heathmont as it stacks on. They all pile in on Alex.
Problem is with he was stagnant there,
yeah.
Alex. He just had no momentum.
But, surely you're kicking that if you're Billy Evans. You've burst out of the centre.
Yeah,
you go
would,
long. Turner, but tap down. There he is. Brent English and Tom Mitchell of the AFL on hands and knees. Got a handball out, and the quick kick finds Colombo. And Colombo just looks to take the man on. Handball inboard is a poor one. He looked for Cassini, but he had 2 on him. Robinson swings on the left boot and kicks out towards the centre corridor again. Good work by Jake Sheriff, but he's chopped the arms of the Waverley Blues player there in Alex Playstead. So he'll have his second grab, and that handball again finds Hawkins. But they're not really looking if their players are hot, because Hawkins gives it back to Playstead, who just kicks hurriedly inside forward 50. Turner will fly. He's beaten by a couple of Jets. And on hands and knees there is Billy Evans. He handballs out, and it's a quick hit over the shoulder there from is it McKinley? Is it Coughlin? James Coughlin kicks a goal, allegedly. And it's their 6th. So it's 3 quick goals to start the quarter here for the Blues. Maybe it is the scoring end downhill. They are 6-5-41.
Yeah,
they lead by 10
McKinley.
points. Heathmont 5-1-31. McKinley it was.
My bad.
And it's 10 minutes gone here. Betting go back scoreboard. The Blues by 10 points, Brush.
Yeah, look, they've stopped a bit here, Heathmont. They're not. They just seem to be turning the ball over like Waverley Blues were doing in the first quarter. They've got to gain some ascendancy back in the midfield because Taberner's really.
He's got a stranglehold, hasn't he?
He has at the moment.
Doncaster East lead by 33 points in the second term against Upper Ferntree Gully. As the ball comes back into the middle of the ground, got a score in from Wacker Paisley out of the Glen Waverley Kilsyth game, and it's 3-5 to 2-1 in Glen Waverley's favour. Barry Cotts will keep you right across the scores as they come through right throughout the afternoon at Footy EFL. Keep us up to date on Twitter as Heathmont smothered kick there by Evans, but it scoots out. Here's Walker on the right boot. It was a scrambling kick. It wasn't smothered, but it came right off the side, and we'll have a bounce. McLean hits the deck.
Lots of pressure around the footy there from the Blues this quarter. That'll be a big thing they've worked on.
They've upped the ante in the second quarter here, Waverley Blues.
Looks like Gary Conyers, is it? Down in the middle of the ground. I can see the flamboyant boots.
Yeah.
So the trainers are out there. Looks to be has been a collision between Savage.
It's definitely Conyers.
Savage and Conyers.
And they're already down a play for the afternoon in rotation.
Savage looks fine. He might just have a cut around the eye as he comes off. There's been no signal of blood rule, but Conyers is coming off in the arms of the trainers. He doesn't look to be favouring anything in particular. Maybe the left ankle looks a bit ginger. Savage is fine.
Maybe he's had the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Let's need a spell.
No, he's something else has happened. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Well,
he would have quite happily sat on the ground and sucked a few big ones in.
Oh yeah.
So 12 minutes tick over now.
The umpire can toss it up though, the umpire. It's not the blood rule. He doesn't have to wait for him to come off. So it's going to extend the quarter.
It's been all Waverley Blues this quarter.
Maybe this is what the Jets need. It's a great ploy by Conyers to just sap the momentum.
They need to start getting their hands on the football in advantageous positions here, the Jets.
So Taberner, a double fister over the back. They're charging through, tried to steal the ball there was Evans, did well. Little handball over the top, back to Taberner on the left boot, pokes it out towards the cop pocket. Couldn't quite trap it there was McKinley. He'll get a second bite at it, kick around the body. There's about 20 players around this football, or maybe that was an exaggeration, but it's going to be picked up by Evans, got the handball away. Series of handballs backwards to go forwards. Can they put it towards the goal square? They can't. It's towards that. Well, nicely taken there by Dylan Svern's got the handball away and through the arms there of Honey. Spot up the Sheriff in the back pocket, and now they'll use the outer side of H.E. Parker, the Jets, to get themselves out of trouble. Kick up towards Cassini. It went over the top of his head. He'll go for the handball, receive over the top, but the paint beats everyone over the boundary line. She goes and out of bounds. Barry Cotts, you've got some more scores around the grounds.
Yes, certainly. In Division 1, quarter time, Baldwin 4-6-30 to East Ringwood 1-1-7. And in Division 2, it's Mulbach, 7-minute mark in the second quarter, 10-1-61 to Mulgrave 1-4-10.
Wowza.
Ryan Young just dropped the footy there, Brash. He got away with that one. He was tackled by Hawkins. And
just got on the wrong side of the umpire there.
Well, either that or they're allowing it. Taberner wins the tap again. He's been immense in this quarter, but English just bust through a couple of tackles and got the handball off to the runner there in Sindri. He dropped the footy because there's just so many Blues around the footy. Twycross gets it out onto the left boot. There's a good smother there for the Jets. They just can't move it any further. Young is wrapped up again by Twycross, who's has probably laid about 8 tackles already today. And I'm liking the little curly hairdo. I'm a big fan. And it's tossed up again. Taberner wins yet another hit out off the knee there of Stevens. Evans is in there, and there's English again.
Goes well with the hot pink umbrella, mate.
Doesn't it? Hang on.
The curly hair.
We're still talking about it, so good publicity. So it's tapped down by Evans. Good handball there by Young, looking for the runner in Cassini. Got through to Sindri. Here's Burley, the grasshopper. Swings around. He doesn't look like he's left-footed, but he's used it all right there. It's out in front of the Viking, Abruzzi. Just stepping through the tackle there beautifully was James Coughlin. He kicks out wide, and the Blues are out here. He's got it through to Malloy. And that's an absolute stinker. It's joined the fans over there in that right half forward. It's out on the full, and the Sheriff has a chance to rebound it back in, BWS.
That he does. Just waiting for the options. Grandstand side out here at H.E. Parker. Short passes on. McIntosh takes it. Looking sideways, still looking sideways or back. This way, that way. Oh, he's put himself under a bit of pressure here. Has the poise though, and drives it up towards the wing position. A one-on-one contest ensues. Bouncing football in the middle of the ground. Benjamin picked it up, got the handball away, and now it's in the arms there of Coughlin. It's in towards the middle of the ground. Had to stretch wide for it. There was McNamara. Tapped it to his advantage, then roamed around on the right boot, inside forward 50. No. The Jets had the numbers. There wasn't much talk going on, but they still do have the numbers. The clearing kick goes out towards the half back line. Big flyer there. That time was Cassini. Might have got a chop on the arms. The umpire said that was the case, but then he paid advantage. Paid inside forward 50, looking for Brown. He was beaten to the contest, though. Nicely done there by Price, who dragged it back in, and will have a bounce only 25 metres out from the Heathmont goal line. They currently trail by 10 points. It's all been Waverley Blues in this second term. They've come out charging. Here's the Viking, got the handball out. Shot on goal going there by Cassini. Can he put it through? No, he can't. He pushed it to the right-hand side. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 16 and a half minutes into the second term out here on EFL Game Day. It is officially game on and has been from the get-go. 9 points the margin. The away side's leaving. It's the Waverley Blues, but Barry Cotts has got some more scores around the grounds on the score centre.
Certainly have. Division 1 just very quickly. South Croydon 28 to Blackburn 21, Vermont 42 to Norwood 8, North Ringwood 29 to Noble Park 16, Bullwyn 30 to East Ringwood 7, Rowville 22 to Montrose 17, and Doncaster 27 to Knox 10.
Plenty of good games out there in Division 1. We'll hear more about them after this game here, as there's just someone trying to burst through there. Was Kurt Benjamin, but he met an absolute wall in Brent English.
Chipped against Vermont this over.
You did? Yeah. Oh, brash. We'll have to talk about that at half time. Tossed up. Taberner wins yet another hit out, but good pressure from Evans. Colombo's there. He can smell the goals. Picking up there is Rourke. Good handball through. Great handball through. And he's found a young man, Bailey Stevens, who started the game well, and he hits the scoreboard. A much-needed goal for the Jets. Great work from Tom Rourke. Just a really nice handball just to open it up, and Stevens ran into an open goal. We've gone 17 and a half minutes here. It's Heathmont 6-2-38. They trail Waverley Blues 6-5-41 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
They had to work extremely hard in the first 17 minutes just to even get an inside 50 there. I think that's their second inside 50 entry for the quarter. They just haven't been able to get things going, but that's credit to the way Waverley Blues have been applying pressure BWS right around the ground.
Spot on, Brash. Barry Cotts with those around the ground scores.
Yes, very quickly in Division 3, Ringwood 18 to Templestowe 14, Baronia 25 to the Basin 13, Scoresby 45 to South Belgrade 7, Ferntree Gully 19, Warrandyte 8, Donvale 26 to Churnside Park 9, and also right here, Heathmont Jets are doing it well. It's 6-2-38 to 6-5-41 Waverley Blues.
Happy to go to Division 4, Baz, if you've got them there.
Glen Waverley 22 to Kilsyth 13 and Coldstream 26 to Surrey Park 7.
Pye has brought the ball up. We've had a couple of stoppages right in the guts there, so I hope you're enjoying those around the ground scores on the score centre. It's working seamlessly this afternoon. We've got a reduced number of team members today. Maybe that's the winning formula as it comes out now. Waverley Blues on the right boot, inside forward 50 it goes. There was a big fly there by Sheriff. He did well, got the handball away, got it to Spurns back to his teammate there, and just got dispossessed. Little handball, it's out in front of goal, twice around the body there. That's the answer they were after. Straight over the goal umpire's head it goes on the left, perfect curl. And Bendigo Bank scoreboard shows 19 minutes have ticked over in this second term. It's goal for goal. It's entertaining football. Division 3 at its best. That's why we're out here today at the hangar. 47, the Waverley Blues play Heathmont 38.
Once again, good forward pressure there by the Waverley Blues forward line. Created a spoil, and we're able to have the numbers around the pack. And really made Heathmont pay for that mistake.
Seems to me, Bash, there's been a concerned effort from Waverley Blues to push the Heathmont Jets out to that far half-back flank.
Most definitely.
Either it's a dead pocket or it's the dead wing or whatever it is. They've made a real effort to push them out towards the cricket nets. So it's tossed up in the middle. Taberner keeps going, but he's beaten that time by Evans. Evans won the tap down, and it moves through Rourke, who's low ball towards Odomat, gets there on the bounce. Odomat swings on that trusty left, beats a couple of players in the process. He mungs one inside forward 50. It's a chaos ball. They're just tumbling, and Luke Price gathers, and he's wrapped up by Chris Colombo. So it's inside 50 now for the Jets. They've had very few of these this quarter. Abruzzi will go up against Taberner. Taberner wins the tap. Young just bursts through. He was taken high, and he'll get a free kick. So Ryan Young will get a free kick. He's about 30 metres out with little to no angle. And this will hurt the Blues before all their hard effort, Brash. If he kicks this, it'll be back to just 3 points as we tick into red time here in the second quarter.
You would say that, but also
they'd still be happy.
They'd still be happy. I mean, the fact that they've been the front runners in this quarter, Waverley Blues. Obviously, it's important that you've always got to, miss tackle here or there in the wrong position. That's what happens.
Well, Ryan Young's kicked it straight through, goalpost height.
Yep.
And it was a beautiful kick. So the Jets get their 7th. They are 7-2-44. Waverley Blues are 7-5-47. 21 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
I reckon one of the hardest things in football is to maintain your momentum. In local football, you really do have to, when it's your turn, you really do have to hit that scoreboard, because the opposition are going to get their moment in the sun. Just the last 5 minutes, Heathmont have had a few inside 50 chances which they've been able to convert.
We'll just go to Barry Cots in the score centre.
Yes, and Brash should be worried because Vermont is 11-13, leading 2-2-14.
11-13?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's your tip goes, Brash. So Evans now has got it for the Jets, and his handball is a good one out to Casino. He's got some nice bit of polish. They're going through Odomat a lot this quarter, out on his wing. He misses the mark, and the Viking Abruzzi gets the handball over the top, though. He did well. He got rid of 2 players, got it back from Odomat. Short ball finds Bailey Stevens, and that momentum looks to just be swinging back the Jets' way here. So Bailey Stevens marks just inside the arc. I'm not going to give it a meterage because it's definitely not 50.
But how often do we see it, Matt? A side dominates for 20 minutes.
And they just run out of gas.
Yep, they did to keep that pressure on.
It's just beautiful play by the Viking as well. Abruzzi got rid of 2 players, worked him under the footy, handball over the top to Odomat, got it back. Short ball into Stevens, who kicked the Jets first of the quarter. He could have his second. It's a nice looking kick off the boot, but it's just missed to the near side. It's a bit narrow, so there's a behind. Heathmont 7-3-45. They trail by 2 points, and it's looking like an absolute thigh rubber of a game here, Ben.
Well, picked an absolute corker for your debut, calling with the EFL media team, mate, and doing a stellar job as well. James Coughlin weighing up his options. He's going to go straight. Let's go direct. Right down the middle he goes. A big pack forms. Odomat barged his way through. He got the handball away to Wood, just trying to release it. Gets it to Odomat on the left boot. He didn't even look at the goals. He goes right to the goal square. It was Colombo who went up for the challenge. He went after it again. The second effort was magnificent. He just kept it in. The Viking couldn't quite trap it. Goes the handball towards Colombo. It was a hot footy right in the pocket, right where the faithful are.
He almost got through that second tackle, didn't he?
Yeah, he's wearing number 60 now, the Viking.
So right in front of the social club tent out there, they enjoy their football. They support their Jets thick and true every single week as the umpire throws it back in. Abruzzi got it in, got the knockdown. Colombo, Abruzzi head towards the top of the goal square, bouncing football.
He's been everywhere, the Viking, Brash. He just sniffs out the goals.
Yeah, he does.
He's come to plunder the defenders.
Yeah.
Steal all their goals.
Yep.
Well, I think we just need to stick with the Viking because we just can't nail it at the moment. Abruzzi, yeah, there it was. Got laid a brilliant tackle as well, charging his way through Odomat. Little handball out wide, that was okay. Burley went backwards. They're going across the face of goal, across the 50. Heathmont kick towards Colombo. Nicely done by Coughlin. He had the spoil. Ball hit the deck. It was quickly trapped and will have a bounce right in front of the broadcast position, right in front of the Heathmont faithful out here at H.E. Parker Reserve. It's a 2-point ball game. 24 minutes into the second term. Quick kick goes forward. It was trapped though. It's still in that defensive arc, but the kick out towards the half-back line where Alistair Knudsen looked like he was being held there. The umpire's paid it against him. McNamara, he's off. Gets it to Taberner. Now there's a bit of space here for the Waverley Blues, but he's coughed it up. That was terrible. Cassini takes the mark. He's going to switch the play. Kick it up towards the half-forward line where a strong mark's been taken by Lee Odomat, and we know this is within his range. He's taken it on the paint, but he's going to go back, Lee, and try and put through his second goal of the afternoon and regain the lead for his side.
Yeah, once again, Matt, they pay the penalty for going inboard and not hitting the target.
And it was a short kick. Like you said, if he goes long and they're rebounding from half-back, you can set up. But that short kick, Cassini, he's only one kick away.
He's done it countless times. Can he put this one through? He sets sail for goal. The goal umpire has not moved. That's the second goal on the board for Lee Odermatt and the Heathmont Jets. They've regained the lead just on the eve of half-time by 4 points. 51 plays 47. Barry Cotts around the grounds with the score centre.
Yeah, Division 1 quarter time, Doncaster 4-1-25 to Knox 1-3-9. And South Croydon, they have taken the jump 7-4-46 to Blackburn 3-3-21.
Anything in Division 2, Baz?
Not as yet, but we'll have it very shortly.
So 98.1 Radio Eastern, hope you're enjoying EFL Game Day today, efl.org.au, streaming live around the globe. The Jets are coming as Brent English, well, it's hard to bring a man like his stature down, and he hands it back to the umpire.
Yep, and it's tossed up again. There's been a change in the ruck. Turner's gone in the ruck for the Blues, giving Tabanara a well-earned rest. He won the tap. Dylan Luxor, who's met with a lot of Jets players, and we have another ball up. We've hardly moved from the centre circle.
Barry Cotts.
Yes, we have a half-time score in Division 2. It's Mirrabbark 13-1, 79 to Mulgrave 49-33.
Well, bad kicking is bad football as English got the handball back from Young and goes long towards Odermatt. He's dropped a mark he should have taken in the pocket. Once a free kick, doesn't get one. It's well done by Wesley Smith. But it's won again, though, by Odermatt. Really good work there in a second and third effort. Tapping it instead of grabbing it there was Price, and they'll get away with it again as Smith goes short and just gets to his target, and Robinson, who will calm it down. Not enough Wesleys in the game of football anymore, Brash. As Robinson goes to switch, at least this one's a long kick. He gets it wide, and he finds his target there in Thomas Gill, who goes short down the line, looking there for the target in Ben Walker. He was knocked under the footy, but Gill will go and get his own footy. He's worked hard to get there 30 metres down the line, but he handballed it back into Young. A lot of direct turnovers in this game as the ball's knocked around. Good handball from Cassini. He's smooth. He gave it off to Knudsen. He gave it to Sindra. He's sent for home. Woods in the goal square. Woods going to get another crack at this. Colombo out of midair. Oh, my word. And it's won away by Kurt Benjamin, who's just going to run it out, and Gill's got it now. He handball back to Benjamin, who he's just gone behind his head. He got the handball off. The Blues have the numbers. It's to Evans, who steps inside Rourke and gives the handball over the top, and they're stagnant, but Turner got it off. He got it off to Walker, got it back to Turner, who goes long, and that is a stinking-looking kick, and it's marked by the Viking, who's now down at centre-half back. I don't know what's going on. Chris Colombo tried to kick it out of mid-air before, and it finds its way to Dylan's Ferns, and I can take a deep breath.
Great call there, that Matt Fodia. Wasn't pretty football, but well done there by the Waverley Blues to work themselves forward. Kick goes up towards the wing position, bounces over the top of all players. So then we've got a 2-on-2 contest that's ensuing here. Twycross had a little bit of time in the end and a little up and under handball. That was interesting. Got it away to a teammate though. The kick goes in towards the middle. The sun gets in the way of their Gill's eyes, but he had support there in Hale. There they go, backwards to go forwards, working their way forward. Price on the right boot, switches the ball out wide. It had a fair bit of purchase, bouncing out towards McKinley, who couldn't quite take it. The pressure was there, knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. 28 and a half minutes tick over here. We're getting very close to half-time. 51 plays 47 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. The home side, Heathmont, they hold sway at the moment, but it is on the forward line of the Waverley Blues. Who's going to charge through? It was Young. Got the handball away. Nicely done there by Rourke. Got the handball up towards the wing position, more like half forward now. Couldn't quite take the mark there with Smith, but Odermatt was there to mop up. It was on his unfavourable side in the path there of Colombo. Snaps around the body, Colombo. No, he can't pull it back enough. It had too much curl. It was more of a sausage roll in the end, and it went through to the left-hand side. One behind is the result. They do stretch their lead. It's 5 points. The margin out here, 8-4-52 to 7-5-47. This is an entertaining game, gentlemen.
Most definitely.
Short ball finds Billy Hughes deep in defence for the Blues, and he goes short, up and under. Is it going to stay in? It just does. Michael Robinson marks right in front of us and the Heathmont faithful. There's left foot up. He's usually looked to switch, but he's going to go down the line in a drilling ball towards Taberner, who does well, but the Viking was there, and Finn Brown tapped it forward towards English. Taberner's stuck, and we get the siren. So it's half-time here at HE Parker Reserve in what's been an absolutely enthralling clash. Heathmont 8-4-52. They lead the Waverley Blues 7-5-47. And Ben, goal kickers?
The multiple goal kickers on the ground. We have 2 goals each to the Viking, Ben Abrizi, and also Lee Odermatt, who kicked an absolute ripper. And of course, for the Waverley Blues, Paul Savage has kicked 2. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern is streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. If you're out and about, there's 22 great games as you go local for your football this afternoon. Keep us up to date. Who's winning, who's not, who's kicking goals, who's dominating at Footy EFL, and Barry Cotts on the score centre doing a brilliant job already halfway through our broadcast.